Brother Deedat, I'd like to ask you something to do with question. I know some Christians who are so convinced about Jesus' healing power that they have witnessed it in their own families, where somebody like to see who was clinically dead was brought back into life, literally. They prayed to Jesus Christ, if you like, and they claim that it was due to his power that the child or whoever was so seriously ill was healed. Now, what sort of reply I give to that Christian?
The question is that some Christians, somebody must have claimed that the person was clinically pronounced dead, and with all the instruments you have at your disposal, and somebody came along and prayed and the person came back to life, so that means now he's on the truth. That their religion is right, but they have diagnosis. Now people like that, they must tell them, don't you wasting your time, because in the individual, the hospitals are full, got your brothers and sisters, go and heal them. Why are you waiting for people to die and live a type of life? The surgeons are doing it daily. People are being pronounced dead, certified dead, and they haven't come back to life. Again and again. Here in England, a man was certified dead. He had donated his kidneys, to the kidney debt. But in England, in the UK, before you can operate to extricate the organ, any organ, that person must be certified dead by 2 surgeons. And this individual was certified by 2 surgeons that he is dead and the dodo quick. So they took him to the operation, failed the pass. And the surgeon who was performing the operation to take out the kidneys, he puts the knife to his abdomen. And he hears a sound. He's looking around with the message. Did you do that? Did you do that? I said, no. And the heart starts to palpitate and the man came back to life. Look. This knife is sharp. Now what are you going to say? The knife is sharp? No, these things are happening daily. Daily they pronounce people dead. In the Queen's Hospital in South Africa, one of the most front-end hospitals in the country, where Chris place, transplant, a white woman was certified dead, put into the mortuary, certified dead. Next morning she comes out alive. Who performed the miracle? It's happening daily. These mistakes have been made. So somebody, by the way, comes along, so wake up, and the guy wakes up, so what, I'm like, God, what? It's a coincidence, things do happen. So tell them, if they claim all these heavenly powers of everything, but it's a one-two, which is the time. Go to the hospital and get them all out, go over the people, go on, do something for them. What do you wait till the time rushing door to door? The patients are there waiting for you.
I'd like to ask you a question, which always like throwing off. Is there any Christians in the world today who feel Allah?
And the question is whether there are any Christians in the world who believe in Allah alone. Yes, there are. See, there is a group of people in Britain also, you call them Unitarians. They believe in the oneness of Allah. But while they believe in the oneness of Allah, they think it is in the Bible, and which is, the Bible doesn't teach it. It doesn't teach the multiplicity of God. It doesn't. So they read the Bible and say, the unity is there, and it is there. It is in the Bible. So they do their Christian. They believe in one Allah, but they still think that they are Christians. And there's no need for them to be baptized. So our problem is that these people have come so close to us. See? There's another thing where people pattern and Jehovah's Witnesses. They say that God is one. God is not a triune God. That there's a secret. As soon as a person accepts what you say, we must congratulate the man. Now that is really taking power. Agreement. As soon as the man says he believes in Allah, he says he doesn't believe in the Trinity. He doesn't believe in that Jesus is God. So congratulations. Look, our main problem is all the best verses. The biggest stumbling block is the Trinity of Christ, that Jesus is God, or the Trinity, 3 in 1. As soon as the man renounces that, he's coming closer to you, accepting with open arms.
And this is the secret Allah is giving in the Quran. قل كما يعقل الكتاب وفي نطبق على الكم إلى كلمة سواء بيننا وبينكم. Have you come to common terms that will as you? Just let's get on their common back home. And what's telling that? Yes, with the Jews and the Christians bring down Paul up that person anywhere everywhere. Just on to anybody on their common platform, common agreement, on anything. In this case, it's the number one. Allah, that we worship none but Allah. That's the reason of Allah. So now it's a concept. In his concept, you might do that. He believes in one God, but who's the one God? Some of them might say that is Jesus Christ. The Hindu says that this thing, everybody says there is one God. Nobody says there are three gods. They were a Unitarian. This is three in one. So once you find one God, here's an opportunity to get started. The man says, I don't believe in God. You know he's a very good customer. Did you know that? He's the best customer we have are the atheists. He's the best customer. He's taking the first step in the direction of Islam. He is nearer to you than the Jews. And the Christian and the Hindu, the atheists. We say, Satan, who said, I don't believe in among the Western. I'm not talking about Muslims or Pakistan. I'm talking about the modern day atheists. The atheists mean one who says there is no God. That person is taking the first step in the direction of Islam. If you recognize. But we don't know, I think people go to hell. As a congratulations. Sami, this guy did that. He must be also the Lord. You congratulating a kafir? Says yes. So why? Look, I said, you know, congratulations. He's shocked. He's shocked himself. When I congratulated, he was yesterday in the fight. I don't fight. I said, congratulations. You know why? I said, if you said you were a Muslim, no congratulations. You know why? Well, your father was a Muslim, your mother was a Muslim. You're a Muslim, so what did you do? You were born here. Did you deserve any congratulations for that? No. You said I'm Christian. No congratulations. Father was a Christian, your mother was a Christian. Right? This is right. So what did you do? Nothing, no one in. But if you say you're an atheist, congratulations. He said, what? I said, you're thinking. What made you say that from God? You're thinking. What are you thinking? You think from your background, your own experience. And your own experience was that in your book, you were given a concept of God which was anthropomorphic, meaning thinking of God after your own pattern. That God is like a man. That's how you read the Bible. See, the Christian Bible, the first book of Genesis is about the creation of Adam and Eve. You also have that story, but this is what I'm giving the Christians. That Allah by the creates Adam and Eve, and He puts them in the garden. He says, in the garden, eat everything of the fruits in the garden, except the tree in the midst of the garden. That the tree of that tree thou shalt not eat, but the day that thou eatest thereof thou shalt surely die. And Shaitan, many will face you for that, and they act. And when they act, this was supposed to be the tree of knowledge for you, the fire. So the knowledge came to the divine nature. Prior to that, they were living in felicity, innocent. They didn't know that they were naked. Now they know that they're naked. So they started fucking leaves to cover themselves. And then Adam heard the footsteps of God walking in the garden in the cool of the day. Boom, boom, boom. You know, the mighty king called. Boom, boom, boom. So he heard the footsteps of God walking in the garden. That's what I said. Now, why I'm not talking visualize, see, not the chant. Not bigger than that. The word put the shoe. Boom, boom. So Adam for the bushes and didn't have the bushes. He didn't have the bushes. God from the stand where Adam was a few seconds before. And it was Adam. Where are the look at what about them, no Adam was. So Adam digging the bushes. Thank you. Don't get to behave like that. You don't get to miss you. I don't behave like that. You must have done something wrong. So you know what he said? He says the woman can tell me what you need. She may be free. You know, he doesn't blame you a lot. If you didn't give me the woman, I won't be in trouble.
You should like doing the woman. The power. Stuff. Power part. This is the woman that talked to which she. And your woman, you don't know, it's a serpent that got me. Parting the part. The oldest thing in the world. Parting the responsibility to somebody else. Do you believe in a God like that? Do you? No. Same book, first book. Just Hazrat Musa alayhi salam. He said, oh God, oh Lord, I want to see you. In the Quran, same with us. Allah says, "One that I'll meet and never seen him." He's insisting with the Bible. I must see you. I love you. And sometimes we're not a woman. They also want something that was from book for that. So they do the same thing. So he brings the same thing to Allah. So Lord, I love you so much. I must see you. He said, I love you, baby. Because they'll put you between two rocks. He puts him between two rocks. Puts his hand in the oven. That Musa alayhi salam can't see. So he turns his back, takes away his hand, and Moses saw the back of rock. So he's got a backside. He's rock. He must have a front sound. And then two hollow for Musa to see. Who could have been there? So in God, on the backside and the front side, you got a top side and a bottom side. If there is such a God, then you have a right to demand what do you see? The God in the top side and the bottom side, you must be located somewhere. So Gagarin, the Russian astronaut, when he went out in the outer space, and when he returned after so many spins, newspapers of the world carried banner headlines. In inverted commas, way in your heart, where are the future? Question mark. Gagarin. So, I'm the Christian missionary. So look at this. Look at asking money to see God or this. The aliens. So he says, the fool. I said, Jesus, the fool you are. It is the concept you gave me that God will part the Christmas, sitting on the planet, with his feet dangling on the ground at his footstool, the heaven as this canopy, the love your Father in heaven, millions that billions that are bigger than man, or something like a man. It is a concept you gave him. Do you believe in God like that? Yeah. So you don't need, so he doesn't. He doesn't believe in God like that. So he has taken first step. He said, La ilaha, there is no God. The first step, you have to say, why la? Just begin it, la, no la, there's no object for worship, there is no God. This is one Yankee God, no, this elephant body, there's no, this woman body, there's no, this Jesus body, there's no, the one that Moses had to tell you that, there's no, the one that Moses like that guy, there's no. So, he's taken the first step. Making the same level. That's all. He says, I love. Should you congratulations? No. We have to love with the Jew, with the Christian, with the Hindu. Hey, not anybody, everybody. This is a secret. Try and find common ground for you to start. And then, if you put on your thinking, yes, there isn't a person with whom you can't get started on that level. What are you selfish? Try and find a common ground. And get on through it, get on with it. The Christian slang, the Quran actually says that Jesus will die and will be raised up to life again. Surah Maryam verse 33, which the translation of which follows as, so it teaches on me the day that I was born, the day that I died, the day that I shall be raised up to life again. What is your answer to that, please? Well, the answer is straight, it's there. Allah is telling you, stands to reason what happened in the Royal Albert Hall was that this Arab Christian, he mistranslated the verse. The same fellow, Dr. Shoroj, he had to come along at the Royal Albert Hall. It's on 398, I think it's available there. When he comes along and he says, "Come, what have you to say?" This is what he said.
If the Quran is indeed from God, does it contradict itself in as much as it says, therefore Jesus was born, he died and he rose again?
I don't feel like that, but it's Is it translated? So this is on me, the day that I was born, the day that I died, the day that I shall be raised to life again. As an adult, you could have known better than that. But the answer was, I reread the verse, and I told him then, which translated means, so peace is on me, the day that I was born, the day that I die, and the day that I shall be raised to life again. The day that I die, it is not the day that I died. It's not died, it's in the future.
So we did it. That there will be a day that the Tisar is must know. Allah Ta'ala says that every soul must taste of death. Every soul. This is much also. He must taste of death. And Allah brings them back to that again. This is our belief with regards to all human beings. Everybody must die and everybody into the life again. Not excluding Jesus.
What does the Bible say about the rights of women, and how does this compare with those of Islam? And if they compare well, how do you answer some of the allegations made by some Christians?
For example, what allegations?
They say that Muslims mistreat women and their women are covered and such a allegation.
A very generalized question. You see, if the person tells you something specific, mistreat woman, are they offending the women well? Are they? No, because what's happening now, these are the women, their own children. They're committing incest with their own children. So 8% of all white in South Africa, they commit incest with their own daughter, not their daughter, 8 of them. So what are you talking about? The white person, what are you talking about? You have the right to go in a bigger star. You last June, 300,000 fellow whites, you got them free. They gathered with that precious for a burger. They particularly lived in the motorcycle. You have the right to go in a bigger star. When I came out of my previous 8,000 K, they get in hyper, telling the web, trying to tell people that there's something wrong with you. You should be like them. You have the right to go in a bigger star. You have a surplus of women. There are 3 million more English women than men. The every man in England got married. There are 3 million women who can't get husbands. So find a solution for them. In Europe, your Christian nation, Europe, there are 1 million more women than men. Every man in New York gets married. There will be 1 million more in New York who can't get over. I'm telling my brother, hold it. And then go ahead. Go ahead. You can't go away, you can't go to the army, go and bury them and take them and get them. Every year, And on the mom, man, how did they have there? 1 year not gay, 1 word on gays. So I might 1 word. See the problem? After my problem, 1 word. You have a right to body being this should be dirty thing, sorry, you got it. What a beautiful world you're prostituting. You know, when I was taught, I was to go to school, I shouldn't sing song. The teacher, the gentle old ladies gay on the mountain top the day. Happy is gay, happy and gay, happy and good, happy go like that. It was very gay, happy and gay. It was a beautiful world. Gay. Now you said, I've been gay. You had a right to part of the I don't know why you are going to go back. Oh, you have more than 1 wife. You share. Up to 4. And not because it's the only Quran. So many people have a child, 3 and 4. But if you're going to do justice between them, marry only 1. The only immediate book on the face of the earth which has an expression, marrying only 1, which is the Quran. There's no other book on earth. It says marrying only 1. There are problems in society where it's become necessary for a man to take on extra responsibility. Like after wars, other natural reasons, calamities, there are times when a man must take on extra responsibility. And I'm reading news days like from London again and again. A man is out to bigamy in your camp. Bigamy. Bigamy is having more than 1 wife. You. So the law says you want one of them over jail. Both the women tell you to leave alone, you have to leave the man. The law says no, you want one of them over jail. There's something wrong with your brain. There's something wrong with you. Look, you're not allowed for homosexuality is legalized. Lesbianism is legalized. But the most natural thing, polygamy, you should go my then more than what are you like? You will put in jail. He can begin the class that he dated about 2.5 years. You boy doesn't have he's a great guy. You have a right to want to be like us. Huh? So I thought, why are you approaching? Soon after the war, I think this is the last question, please sit up there. Soon after the war, yes, soon after the war, the last Second World War, I'm reading another blue line, big line from London. It said, 5,000 misfits to be shipped to America. That's a headline. 5,000 misfits to be shipped to America. And the human mind is very intelligent. You think when you read that, you have the whole idea of what the whole thing is about. That's what I thought. I was thinking that perhaps America medically is more advanced than England. So they must be sending their people with elderly for treatment in America. You know the headline. I have the misfits to be shipped to America. But when I read further, it revealed to me that these 5,000 misfits were the offspring of the Negro soldiers stationed on the western coast of England during the war. Please, sit up. They were offspring of Negro soldiers stationed in England during the war. And they are too black to be talking to Mr. Tiger. You know, with curly hair, with little summer, and high cheekbone. If your sister had one of those, and everybody coming by, say, what's this? To my sister Mary's shack. Hey, what's this? To my sister Mary's shack. How do you read it? Oh, sister, you shit them all women. I'm asking the question. What's asking? Said, how many Negro soldiers were there compared to the whites in the UK, in your Great Britain? How many? Compared to the white Australians, the white New Zealander, the white South African, the white Canadian, the white American, the white Ukrainian, the white compared to the British soldier. How many blacks were there compared to the whites? Negligible. Compared to the white, negligible number of people soldiers. Then again, they report even less than prophylactics. They avoid impregnation, they avoid disease. And we know that every other in the heart, not in every prayer target. What amount of mischief was done in Western England to produce those 5,000 mistakes? Can you imagine it? And you know how I make your point of view right now? You! I don't know what you should apologize for anything. What's going to apologize for? There's nothing you have to apologize for. Hold on. Yes, come on, man. What you want to know? This is the people. And what tell you about nothing? There's nothing that you can tell yourself one that cried back when you see. You can't teach hygiene, you can't teach ethics, you can't teach morality, nothing you can teach you, nothing. What are you going to do this? What you doing? What is this training for the woman? I said, go down with the man. This is a destiny. Allah said, he will hear upon a plain and put it.